and welcome to day 2 to date quality men online and find true love. And this is not a stain. I just drank a glass of water and I was like, oh shit, and I don't feel like changing my shirt. So I just thought I would let you know. But I am super excited. We're on our day 2 of training. I hope you liked the first training. If you have not listened to day 1 training, go back through the Facebook group and listen to that first. The other thing you can do, I don't know if you're aware of that, but if you're looking at your computer on the left-hand side, I believe there's a search feature, and you could type in day 1 and it will come up. Anytime you're wanting to search for something within the group, even specific topics. I mean, we're just getting started with this group, and I'm adding trainings and different things, but you can always use that search feature. Let's see. So, we got a contest going. I decided yesterday as I was doing the video training, it just popped up. I was like, oh, we should do a contest. And so here are the rules to the contest. You must answer every question in the comment in each video. So there's day 1, there was the exercise of coming up with your 5 non-negotiables and commenting what those are in under that training. So now we have today's training. I will have a question and you must comment below. And so this is going on from Tuesday to Saturday. Every day there's a training. Every day you have to comment. And the women who've commented on every training, I'm going to put in a, I'm going to choose randomly and one woman, and she will get a free audit of her online dating profile. That means I'll look at your profile, I'll give you feedback on it, I'll look at your pictures, and I'll look at your messaging, and we'll have a 20-minute call on that with that feedback. And and if you don't have an online profile, we could talk for 20 minutes and whatever's important to you. So I'm super excited about this. So, and you'll have until Sunday to make comments on all the video trainings. Okay? So Sunday will be the day that I will pick the lucky winner. So, all right. Isn't this fun? I mean, are you having fun? I hope so, because you're going to start dating some quality men. I mean, that's where the fun comes in, where you're having fun, you're dating a couple men, and then after a couple months, you're choosing the man that you want to spend the rest of your life with. And women who have worked with me have found love within 30, 60, 90 days, and they're engaged within 3 months. One of the ladies that worked with me got engaged within 3 months. Another one was 6 months, and they're all over 40. Some are 50, 60, 70. So this works. Now, one of the things you might be thinking about is, geez, this seems like this can be a lot of work, right? And it is. It's work. It definitely is. I'm going to tell you like it is. I'm practical. I know what works because I've been there, and I've helped other women get there. And there's no fluff, right? And this is where we get quick results, right? No pun intended. And it's what I call it's intentional dating, and we're on a mission here, right? Because who the hell wants to keep dating for years? Nobody wants to do that, right? You want to find somebody as quick as possible and been sharing your life in this adventure, fun time of your life, you know, because over 40 for the most of us, I mean, some women still want to have children, but some, you know, a lot of us are more in a different stage of our lives where we want to, you know, travel and, you know, have dinner parties and have fun with our grown kids. And so it's a different element here. And it you know, it really, I'm always about the fun. Let's have some fun in our lives because life is too short and we don't want to waste our time dating the wrong men, and we don't want to waste our time in and out of relationships that aren't working. And I know I've been there and it sucks. So the mission of this training, the mission of this group is that you're dating quality men, and quality men is personalized. And that's what I talked about in the video training. Number one is what is it that you're looking for? What is your top 5 negotiables? And I have an exercise in that. So you want to go back to that training. Make sure you listen to that first. So that's your quality man, right? That's what you're looking for. So, and that's how you know you're on the right track, when you are dating men that are what you're looking for. And we want you to be dating a couple of them. And then at the end of, you know, a couple months, you, like I said, you're going to choose the one that you want to spend the rest of your life. Well, now we're talking about power. So, you know, that's what we're talking about. So, all right, here's our second day of training. In order to start dating quality men, you have to start choosing quality men. You know, and it makes sense, right? And there's a number of reasons why we are not choosing quality men. And it actually starts right from, you know, if you're online, that you're choosing men from the profiles. You know, how are you choosing men online? And, you know, because you do choose whether men are asking you out or you're connecting with them. You're choosing them. You're choosing to have a phone call with them. You're choosing to go out with them. You keep choosing over and over again to keep being with a man, right? And so what we want to look at was what's behind the choosing. And what's behind the choosing is our beliefs about ourselves, about men, and about relationships. We have certain ways that we are thinking based upon things that have happened in the past. Could be from our childhood, early age relationships, up until, you know, I mean, hey, we're 40, 50, 60, 70. There's definitely things that have happened to us that affected us. And, you know, what we want to do, the first exercise is to go back. And this is just temporary. Like, we're just going to go back. And so you want to get it, you know what, actually be really great if you have, I just thought of this, had a journal for all this training that we're going to be going over. To write in your journal about this stuff. So what you're going to do, I want you to go back to what you can remember, the men that you dated, the men that you've had relationships, the men that you've been married to. Write down, what was it about that relationship that didn't work? What was it about the man that didn't work? And also you can write down what did work. But more importantly, what we're going to, once you write all this down, and this might take like an hour to do. Like I said, this is going to be some work here, ladies, but it is well worth it because we're talking about you having an epic, extraordinary love like no other. Like that, and that's the one thing that women say to me that work with me. This is the best relationship I've ever had in my entire life. And that's what we're looking for. So I know I keep kind of, because I'm here to encourage you. I'm your coach, right? To encourage you to see the vision. Why is this important? Why should I even do this, right? And so write that stuff down. It may take you some time. Maybe have a cup of tea. Maybe have a little glass of wine. But take that time to write that down. And then after that, the next step, do you see some type of pattern? And the pattern you're looking for is, what were the beliefs that you thought about yourself, about men and relationships? So it could look something like this. In every, relationship, I could see that I compromised my values. I lost myself in relationships. I didn't speak my truth. I accepted crumbs. I tried to fix the man. I was more in the hope of the relationship versus reality. I dated men beneath me. I settled. I accepted crumbs. I was jealous. I seemed to always be friends with men versus being in a relationship. Other things that you could be saying, because maybe you're not dating right now too, like, I don't have time to date. I hear this very often, women over 40 saying that they don't have time to date because they're in their career. They're focused on their career. However, you do want love. So could that be that you're really hiding behind your career because you're afraid to love again because you've been hurt? Or maybe you're taking care of a loved one, and that's another thing. And I'm not saying this stuff isn't true, but why do we make that the last priority when it's the one thing that you truly deep down, and I'm saying deep down in your heart, that you really want? Another pattern, which, and I'm laughing about this because you kind of have to laugh about it. Don't get too significant about it, because we could be like, oh shit, I'm a freaking loser with all these problems, right? You're human. You're human. So you have to, you got to laugh at this. And I'm laughing because too, I probably had like all of them, all of these things, right? You might have a lot of them. Mine was, one of them was, I didn't feel I was important. So I tended to meet men that didn't want a commitment, and I didn't speak my truth, and I didn't honor what I truly wanted. I constantly was with men that didn't want a commitment. I was in the hope of the relationship. The other thing too is I would always find something wrong with men all the time. Like if they didn't tie, the good guys, I found something wrong with, and I always ended up being with men that treated me like shit. And the running joke for me was, I always talked about his shoes all the time. Like God only knows why that was important in a relationship. But that, and it was kind of funny because when I, was telling my girlfriends how I met I was getting married, or some longtime friends, and they're like, do you like his shoes? And so we have to kind of laugh about this kind of stuff. And by the way, he does wear nice shoes. So, but all joking aside, I mean, that's kind of, you know, you might see, like, do you find things wrong with men? Like these little minor things, there's always something wrong with them. Or maybe you even date men, you chase men, or you jump into relationships too soon. So here's examples. You might have to come back and listen to this video again. But where are you seeing? What are you seeing? What didn't work in the relationships? How did you see you were being in these relationships? How are the men being with you? What wasn't working in the relationships? And the thing is, we want to bring this awareness because we can't change what we can't see. And we want to have this awareness so you can stop these patterns. And when you stop these patterns, this is where you start choosing quality men. And there are nice men online. Yeah, and there's jerks, liars, and scammers and all that too. But you're the one we have to go back to. You're responsible. And you might not like hearing me say this. And I tell you like it is. And I'm going to give you what you need to get what you want. But there is an element, there's no blame, because this stuff isn't actually your fault, because we haven't been taught how to date, and we have had things happen to us that have affected our beliefs and our mind and in our subconscious mind. But you are responsible now, because I'm telling you that these are the things that are getting in the way, and you can do something about it, for sure. And it can happen for you. And that could be another belief, like, oh, it doesn't happen to me. And then take a look at some beliefs about yourself, like, you know, yeah, things don't happen for me. I'm unworthy. I'm unlovable. I'm damaged. I can't trust. It could be that I'm not important. I don't feel safe. I can't feel safe in a relationship. My needs don't get met. So now, based upon coming up with these different types of things that can be getting in the way, the way that the beliefs, and I call all this your single string. And your single string is this string that wraps around your ankle, around your calf, around your waist, up through your throat. And this string has been embedded in you. You're not even aware of it. And it's what's getting in the way of finding love. And the string is made up of threads that are your beliefs, your stories that you have. And so we're going to unravel that string. We're just going to pull that sucker out, and you're going to create a new string. So how do we create a new string? Well, you're going to start, we're going to, based upon this exercise, the third step is your power statement. And your love power statement. It's a love power statement. And this is who you're going to connect to. And this is really your true self, your highest self. And it can look something like, you know, you'll say that, I have some little bit of notes I wrote here. Say that you do see, like, maybe you're unimportant, or that you found that you're unlovable. So you would create your love power statement. For an example, is let's see, I am the chosen, beautiful one that has a long-lasting, or married, whatever you choose, with a man that adores me. It could be maybe I'm a powerful and courageous, adorable queen that creates safe haven in relationships. I am a vivacious, vibrant queen, or could be your name, and I choose men that are emotional. I choose a man that's emotionally available. I choose a man that loves me for me. I choose a man that, or I'm claimed by a man that adores me, cherishes me, admires me, moves mountains for me. So you get the gist of it. Everybody's a little bit different. It could be, I am worthy of love. I'm worthy of love, and I'm lovable, and I'm loving, and quality men are flocking to me, and I'm choosing the man to spend the rest of my life with. So we're creating something new here. We're creating this powerful statement that you want to write down, and that you will put it on your mirror when you're brushing your teeth. You're going to read it every day, and you're going to connect with it. Before you go online, you would connect with that. You connect with that woman, and you connect with that woman with that type of relationship that she wants, that she desires. And so the question that you will, what you're going to answer in the comment section to be in the contest is, what is your power statement? What is your power statement? This is going to be so much fun. Everybody sharing this, cheering each other on, that you can be that woman and you can have that relationship, because you can. So I can't wait. I can't wait. So you have, we have until Saturday, 12 a.m., I'll say, to get all the answers in. But the sooner the better, because we want to all share it, and I can comment on it, and I'll give you some feedback too. So super excited. I can't wait to see them. So I'll talk to you soon. If you have any questions, please post in the group. I'm here for you, support you in any way that I can. Okay, bye.